everybody, welcome back to the Scentatar Fragrance channel. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Benjamin, and I review fragrances, colognes, perfumes, and all things scent related. So if you've come back, thank you so much. And if you're, new to my channel, welcome. You're very welcome here. And I hope today, of course, that I earn your like, your comment, your subscribe, hitting that notification bell, and all those things. So let's jump into another fragrance video, another fragrance topic. This is a discussion, but I have 5 fragrances to share with you, so stay tuned to the very end, please. So let's talk about this topic really fast. So first off, in the fragrance world, there are so many flankers, there are so many fragrances out there to explore. They come in and they come out. Sometimes it's hard to know which ones are good. Sometimes it can be too much and we don't know which ones to go for. Today I want to share with you my top 5 best fragrances out there to buy or even try sooner than later, because I think these are real winners and they might just disappear. It might not be too long until the prices skyrocket or they're really hard to try. If you're familiar with this, if you've been in the fragrance game or in the fragrance world, everything with price and demand or supply and demand, just like Bulgari's Aqua Amara, that fragrance used to be about 20 to 30. Now it's getting closer to 60. I'm sure the price will go up. Prada Extreme is one that I highlighted. If you like fragrances like the Valentino Umo line, especially the Aqua version, which is a great alternative to Versace the Dreamer, or the Absolute, which is a darker, deeper, more woody kind of alternative, very good for the winter. Those fragrances are going to be hard to find in the near future. Let's jump into my top 5 favorites, and I'm so happy to share these with you. So the first one I want to share with you is none other than Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Swimming in Lipari. Now, again, Chaos Fragrance, a great guy, put me onto this fragrance. It's a great value for money. For about $40 in the gray market, you can get a 4.2 ounce, a larger size bottle. And what this is essentially the classic Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue DNA. Yes, a light citrusy, aquatic kind of fragrance, but this has tons of more added salt and ambergris. So it smells like the ocean, but it's very intense. It has much better performance than a lot of aquatics out there. It performs really well for an aquatic overall. It does become a little bit more musky, and again, very salty for, an aquatic fragrance overall. So if you don't like Cologne, if you don't like that seaside ocean vibe, this is on that spectrum, maybe to the maximum. So this is one, it's definitely for the guys out there who love the ocean vibe, who like the sea salt, like something definitely that is playful for in the sun. I know it doesn't look like I've worn too much of this, but this stuff is potent, and I have plenty of other aquatic fragrances that I've been running through. So I wear very little of this, and I've gotten amazing attention with it. It almost smells unique because it's kind of bold, and there's, again, it's so strong. If you're around people, this might even smell special because it's so salty and so much ambergris. In a small town where I am, not a lot of people have smelled anything like this, and it's an aquatic, so it's an amazing compliment getter as well. So check out this one, Swimming in Lipari by Dolce & Gabbana. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. It's a real winner. Next one I have to talk about is none other than Mugler's Pure Tonka. Now, if you're familiar, if you've heard the fragrance news, Mugler is about to be bought out, or was just bought out. Everybody is kind of worried, and it's probably going to be true that reformulations or even some of the classic Mugler fragrances are about to be X'd. Yeah, they're about to be cut from the line, probably. And Pure Tonka is probably one of those. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this fragrance, yes, it has a lot of tonka, which can smell different in different ways. But here, the tonka does smell a little bit like vanilla. It does give a little bit of powderiness to this fragrance, almost a little bit of nuttiness. You're getting overall a fragrance that smells very much like chocolate mixed with coffee dust, a little bit of smoke. It's so playful. It's so wonderful. It's so beautiful. And it's for the kind of guy who likes those heavy gourmand kind of fragrances. For a lot of you guys out there, this might be too sweet. But again, this one is almost like a niche fragrance. It performs well. It smells unique. It's a really good compliment getter. Again, I have to keep this channel PG, but I've had gals follow me because of this fragrance. To me, this fragrance does have somewhat of a reminder or a familiar kind of somewhat of a familiarity to Black Opium in the vibe, not the smell, but this is definitely a great masculine gourmand, and it smells wonderful. It smells remarkable. You got to get your nose on it if you like those kinds of heavy, sweet, resinous fragrances that are mass appealing, and you like the coffee and the chocolate and all those things. So check this one out. My favorite Tonka designer fragrance, probably. You know, for me personally, this is much better than Prada Luna Rossa Black, those kinds of things. So check this one out. It's a remarkable fragrance. Another one to get sooner than later. Oh my goodness, I've hyped this fragrance probably to high heaven on my channel, but this is none other than Dior Homme Eau. This fragrance is remarkable. It's beautiful. It is an iris fragrance. It smells almost on the aquatic side. It's light, sophisticated, modern. For the very masculine men out there, this is not your juice. If you're a Dior Fahrenheit and the light kind of guy, an Encre Noir kind of guy, this is not your kind of fragrance. But if you want something that's inoffensive, something, if you don't like aquatics and you want something with the character, something with a little bit more quality behind it, and something that's just so easy to wear. This fragrance is just so easy to wear. It's sophisticated. It's quite frankly a very special fragrance for me. One of my favorite fragrances in my collection, and the supply might dry up in the future. It's a very good fragrance, a great compliment getter, and it performs very well. As you know, a lot of people like the Prada Elle Homme. That one is much easier, more accessible on the gray market. It's more affordable, but for me, this one smells higher quality. It's more sophisticated, and overall, I like the vibe of this fragrance better. And honestly, I think it performs a little bit better. But that's just my opinion and what I think. So, Dior Homme Eau, a remarkable fragrance, not to be missed. If you like the light, sophisticated, modern, urban fragrances, if you're a younger man, I think highly suggest that you try to get your hands on this. If you're, in your 20s, maybe you're getting your first job, first professional job, this is a really good fragrance. So check it out. I can't praise that fragrance enough. Next one is one that I have not shared on my channel yet. One that needs a lot of love. This is Hugo Boss Bottled Oud. Now, this fragrance is a very good Western oud, meaning that if you're scared of oud, if you've never heard of oud, if you've never been confident enough to buy an oud before, this is probably the easiest, if not one of the easiest ouds to wear, to appreciate, and to love. So, again, oud, if done right, if mixed right for, Western nose, it can be inoffensive. It's not hard to love. A lot of people get scared because they think it can smell barnyardish or harsh or skanky, animalic, those kinds of things. You're not getting any of those things here. It's sweet, it's inviting, you're getting the apple vibe, you're getting the apple pie kind of vibe with this fragrance that you get with the Hugo Boss bottle DNA. But there's a little bit more of a backbone to this fragrance. There's a little bit of more of a character. I really do like this addition to this fragrance. I felt like, unless you get the Boss bottled intense, like the Parfum edition, a lot of the other versions, the originals, to me, don't have enough backbone and don't frankly have enough character. The added oud in this fragrance, done so right, done just right, gives this fragrance the added character and the base notes for it to last longer. This performs better, and again, it's just sweet, inviting. It just smells kind of woody, just a little bit woody, and again, you're getting the apple and the cinnamon. So, there's nothing here to dislike, really. Hugo Boss Bottled Oud is really good for the money and the price, but supply is drying up slowly but surely, so you might want to get this one sooner than later, so definitely check this one out. Hugo Boss Bottled Oud, a really good fragrance. The next one is Polo Supreme Leather. I love this fragrance. I really do. I cherish it. I love it. This is a remarkable fragrance, guys and gals. The Supreme line from Hugo Boss, Polo, is, it doesn't get a lot of love. It doesn't get a lot of talk. Frankly, there's not been a lot of distribution with this line, and the price never really hit discounters really well. So the few times it hit discounters, the price didn't go very low, and a lot of the time people bought them real quick, so not a lot of people even know about these fragrances. What you're getting here is a honey tobacco leather fragrance. For the tobacco connoisseurs, for the gourmand connoisseurs, this fragrance is not going to be daring or bold or thick enough. This is more of like a fall day fragrance. It's a little bit more playful. It's a playful leather, so it's easy to wear. One of the easiest leathers to try out and get your nose on a leather. If you've never tried leather, if you've never bought a leather, of course Tom Ford ombre leather is a really good one to go for, but this one is a little bit more on the gourmand territory. Again, sweet, playful, honey, tobacco. It's so easy to wear and it's so nice. It's inoffensive because it honestly, it doesn't perform the most. It's not the strongest fragrance, but is quite nice, quite easy to wear, very playful fragrance. So if that sounds something that you like, of course you can go for things like Dolce & Gabbana The One, but if you want something with a little bit more leather, a little bit more character, and you're going to definitely smell a little bit more special in the designer world of things especially, definitely check Supreme Leather out. It's one of my favorite fragrances for the fall, and I have a fall list that's going to be coming soon, so give this one a chance. I love this fragrance. I need to wear this fragrance a lot more. As you can tell, I haven't gotten the chance to wear it too much. So thank y'all so much for being here today. This is a wonderful list. I hope that I helped y'all, find fragrances that might be better to buy sooner than later. Sometimes we need to hold back on what we buy, and some fragrances, sometimes we miss the chance. So if you're the kind of person who's looking for the good opportunity and the good chance, you've been saving your money, saving, up for a rainy day kind of thing perhaps, some of these fragrances might be the ones to go for. I love all these fragrances. They have my stamp of approval, of course. Thank y'all so much for being here at the Centaur Fragrance channel. Let me know if you like these original topics and original videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if I've earned it, if you like this content. And thank y'all so much for being here today. I love this fragrance journey, I love the fragrance community, and I really appreciate every single one of y'all. So I'll see y'all next time. Wear what you love. This has been the Centaur Fragrance channel, and bye.